In today's Recon Report, we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the LMGs and submachine guns in Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I'll be telling you which loadout you should choose to suit your playstyle right after this. As we know, Ghost Recon Wildlands allows us as the players to approach each mission from a number of different ways. Because of this, it's important to know the strengths and weaknesses of the guns that we can use in the game so that we better know which loadout to use before we go into each situation. Today we're looking at the light machine guns and submachine guns in one video. There's only about 5 or 6 LMGs, so I thought it made more sense to group these two categories together. As always, we'll be splitting the weapons up into 4 groups: the all-rounders, the ghosts, the fast movers, and the heavy hitters. First of all, we've got the all-rounders. These weapons are pretty balanced across the board when it comes to their stats. If you don't know what you're going to be going up against and need an LMG or SMG that will be ready to work in any occasion, these are the weapons you'll want to choose. With the LMGs, we've got the MK48. It's got middle-of-the-road damage, range and penetration with a solid rate of fire, which makes this a solid LMG to take with you as you battle the cartel. If you want that little extra damage though, you'll want to go for the Type 95, which is also in this category. When it comes to SMGs, you're obviously sacrificing that sheer stopping power that the LMGs have for a gun that handles better and has a higher firing rate. The main SMG I'd recommend as an all-rounder though is the PSG. Next, we have the ghosts. These guns are perfect for moving around and silently yet efficiently picking off your enemies. You're not going to see any LMGs here, mainly due to the fact that we can't equip silencers to those weapons as of yet. First of all, we've got the MP5, and you can see that noise reduction is maxed out. The 3 SMGs I've got in this category should max out the noise reduction stat, or at least almost max it out when a silencer is equipped. Obviously, as with assault rifles, damage is going to be decreased, but the 9x19 VSN and MPX both have excellent fire rates and handling. If you're wanting to go quiet with these SMGs, I'd recommend getting up close and personal with your enemies and aim to take them out one by one, mainly due to the weapon's range and relatively small clip size. You're not going to want to take on massive groups or garrisons worth of cartel or Unidad soldiers whenever you've got a silencer equipped on these. Next, we've got the fast movers. These weapons are perfectly suited to going in fast and peppering your enemies with a hail of bullets. I've chosen the Stoner Lmg A1 for this category. It has one of the higher rates of fire in the LMG category, and with its pretty balanced stats, I felt this would be a great weapon to equip if you needed an extra bit of firepower that didn't sacrifice on damage or speed. Of course, the real champions of the fast movers are going to be the SMGs. With weapons like the P90 and the Scorpion Evo 3, you've got good speed and handling. However, the real champions when it comes to fire rates with the SMGs are the MP7 and the Vector .45 ACP. The MP7 has an almost maxed out fire rate with the best handling in the category and a solid noise reduction. I'd say if you were to equip a silencer to either the MP7 or the Vector, you'd have an incredibly fast, silent SMG that would do a fair amount of damage. Definitely 2 SMGs you're going to want to get your hands on in-game. Finally, we have the hard hitters, and as you would expect, this category is made up solely of LMGs, starting with the SR635. If you want the real firepower in this category though, you're going to want to choose the MG121 or the 6P41 for even more firepower. They may not have great accuracy, but running into a firefight with either of these LMGs will definitely put even a strong force of Unidad under pressure. So folks, that is it for this episode of the Recon Report. I hope you found it helpful. As always, all of this is just my own opinion, but I'd love to know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. So why not tell me what loadout you use when you're taking down the cartel? In the meantime, if this is the first time you've come across my channel, feel free to subscribe in order to be notified of when new episodes come out. I'll be taking a look at some of the rest of the weaponry in Ghost Recon Wildlands later on this week. But in the meantime, folks, I hope you're all having a great week, and I'll see you soon.